Welcome to the island. Have a look around. Any random fan theory you can think of can be found. We've got loads of campers, some better, some worse. If none of them's of interest to you, you'd be the first. Welcome to the island. Come and take a seat. Did you hear of the new season news or take a screenshot of Sky's feet? Remember, at the time she's a minor, so that's not okay. And most of the fandom still is convinced Noko is gay. And that's just newest thing. Anyway, and yes, I have seen all of those things. But the Noko thing is fine. Honestly, they're queer coded anyway, so hello everyone, it's me, Demented Ghastly here with another Toll Drama video. Today we're going to be continuing with the Let's Fix It series, which, by the way, if you want to hear more of that song, feel free to request that. I don't know. Come up with a little bunch of different versions. None of them are good enough. So let's first get into the beforehand stuff. Make sure to like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, that way you can see whenever I upload, as well as you can vote on my next video in the polls that are in my community tab. We have sub goals. For 600 I sing a Christmas song, because we sing a song every 100. For 800 subs we have a picture of my Ezekiel cosplay, which will be revealed, and 1000 my subs will remind me of past stuff I said, eep. And we also choose a channel follower's name. Like, what community name are we gonna choose? Now, what are we talking about today? Today we're going to be fixing Trent from Action. So, obviously, Trent's main thing is just existing as being Gwen's boyfriend. Or love interest. That's his entire thing. Gwen is the main character, after all. He's supposed to be the picture-perfect boyfriend, but as we all know in Action, he does not turn out to be such. Trent's breakup does not happen. That is my first thing that I'm going to say here, because there is like 3 different roads we could take this. Here, let me write this down for myself. So 1, does not happen. 2, does happen, but no crazy. 3, give explanation better for crazy. So, if you're going to portray mental health in a children's cartoon, you better do it right. As something as crazy as MPD is, they tried their best, and obviously they still failed for a good 50%. I think it's a pretty divisive thing in the community, because I think a fair amount of vocal people are against it, but also a vocal amount of people are for it. I don't know, ask your local person with DID. Or is it MPD? It's one of those 2 things. I think it's DID. That came out of nowhere, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna edit that out, but that's how you know I'm real. This isn't an AI voice. Okay, so this is stupid that they decide to do anything like this to him. If they decide to do the breakup, this is stupid, because they want to teach people that breakups happen. That was the reason Cartoon Network forced them to do this. And 1, it doesn't have to happen. They already did that with Dunkney, okay? They broke up Dunkney, they made them a lot worse, but they want to do it twice, so they did it with Gwen and Trent, who were a happy couple, and you could have just eliminated him earlier on for other reasons. As we all know, Trent threw challenges for his girlfriend, which he does seem like the type of guy to do, but he wouldn't do them in such a weird way and act creepy. Also, the number 9 thing was insane. But 1, let's give a better explanation for him being crazy. We he made a small reference to the fact that his head still needs time to heal, which means that, you know, he got serious damage from that box hitting him. As well as probably, I don't know, the pufferfish incident, all that sort of stuff. Trent has gone through a lot, and he is one of the characters that really gets up and keeps on kicking after, like, the most horrible things happen to him. But as we all know, Trent didn't survive. Also, I put Ezekiel down here in Monster Crash so that I can have a reason to put him in the thumbnail. Because he should have, if they were going to do the first boot thing every time, then just do it for this one. Anyway, here's some different ideas that I have to fix Trent's situation. Here, I'm gonna turn down the music even more so I can hear myself think. Now, we could have Gwen get bored with him. We could have Gwen go for Duncan, but we could have it be a long distance situation where Trent and Gwen realize that they're from different parts across the country and that they won't be able to communicate very often. Now that is a good plan. Let's look at Toll Drama Actions Trent. Let's see. Trent gets jealous of Duncan. First of all, let's get rid of that. And then him being right after portraying him as just insecure about it for no reason. What the hell? Okay? Trent is paired with Gwen, Duncan, and DJ to locate the alien eggs. Let's see. Ride the set. Jealousy towards Duncan intensifies. Trent and Gwen have a conversation about their relationship, and Gwen assures him this doesn't not resolve Trent's like for Duncan. However, as the latter begins to prank him and beach blanket bogus. The lucky number thing, get rid of it. Unless you show clips of him maybe doing it in Island. Maybe. If you had an Island, that'd be great. If you showed clips of him doing it behind the scenes in the Island, that'd be great. If you had a reason to do it, because when did his grandpa die? Like, in like the couple days between the Island and Action? No, is when he was a kid. What's wrong with you guys? Like, you completely just threw the... Okay. Paranoia is a little bit weird. Having Trent deliberately throw challenge, Gwen knows this. She has a little thing with him where she's annoyed. Gwen believes that she's responsible for Trent's mental stress. And then they vote him off because he'd been throwing challenges, and Justin uses it as blackmail over Gwen, which I think is stupid in the first place. Because who would she use it against? Her own team? No, her own team was probably glad that Gwen was somehow accidentally manipulating Trent. But anyway, there is some issues here. Trent's sanity is the first thing we need to fix. We need to give a reason. That's what I did. Or we just get rid of this weird idea that he needs to be crazy. You guys can break up over many things. High school relationships most likely are not going to last. These guys are all 16 at this time. So, we can have them break up due to long distance. We could have them break up due to Trent wanting to focus on his music career. You could show Trent is a little self-centered, even though he's a little, like, he's very much a simp. It's, even in the first season, Trent seems like the type of guy who's a little bit so laid back that he might say the wrong thing. He also has little anger management issues, as we see with Cody in the first season. He also has some twisted things, like what he does in Phobia Factor with Jeff. That's a little bit twisted. It's not cool. So, what do we do here? Let's make it so that, and there is no good way of doing this because this never needed to happen in the first place. So I'm essentially fixing something that shouldn't have needed to be fixed. Oh my god, this is the most stupid thing to have to fix, and I can't believe I'm doing this video right now. Here, let me find the person who I took the idea from in the first place real quick. Okay, so Tulip Mango. That's the person who did it. So we have Trent in action. They messed his story up. We could have much more chill ways of them breaking up. It's actually like hard for me to break them up because they are at a point in their lives where they shouldn't need to break up. This has been like, they've only been like officially together for like what, a couple days? Like, what's the point of breaking them up now? It doesn't make sense. We get rid of Trent's, here, let me try to find, I'm really struggling with this because it's not okay. I like prepared some notes for myself before this and everything, and in most of them I'm just talking about how stupid this writing decision was in the first place. It was definitely forced. But obviously get rid of Trent's craziness, insert a storyline where he focuses too much on himself, or does something, or says something really stupid in front of Gwen. They get through it, but Trent then does some, let's see, Trent does some throwing challenges to make up for it for Gwen, and Gwen's like semi-okay with it, but at one point Trent's like, I feel bad for what I'm doing, and she's like, yeah, that was stupid, why are you doing that? And she's like, it seems like you're trying a little bit too hard and it's taking a lot out of you. You seem to be not in the right mindset. Maybe we can date after the show is over. And they break up there. Simple? Sure, yeah, it's simple, but it's a dumbass thing to do in the first place. Now, this was probably my worst video for fixing something, just because when something is so stupid that I have like a billion ways that would be better, it's hard to narrow down on one thing. And your brain starts fluttering with tons of different ideas, probably because these show creators thought of a couple ideas out of nowhere and they're like, how do we do this? And then they just put them in writing because they're like, we need to start on the second season. And then they did those ideas without thinking twice about it. But anyway, do you guys have any ideas? Because I'm gonna admit, whatever you're thinking of is probably better than what the writers did. So, make sure to go outside, compliment someone's hair, make the world a little bit of a better place.